Alright guys, here's a look into Friday, May 22nd video lesson. The first thing we'll go into is what we've been talking about in the past couple of video lessons, what we've been talking about in chat, what has been on my watch list, and one of the main plays of mine, really for this week is CLF. Finally got that spike that I was talking about, just like it was outlined in yesterday's video lesson. Maybe this move is not done yet, but, that initial spike was enough for me. I walked out of here nearly $700 in profits on small position sizing. Again, it's all about showing others that you can grow out a small account, with this strategy, with these setups, and that's exactly what CLF was. This should have been such a bigger trade. I was not, taking a position here on this final little washout, and then we moved back up above $5. The whole $4.90 to $5 level held. I should have been adding some shares in there. Ultimately, didn't. But buying into this move right here was really the only mistake I made, I guess, of not buying into that. Rather, just staying, buying in here at $5. I should have been buying on that move up. But, I wanted a little bit more confirmation. So, getting in here at 501, getting out at 521, taking a nice 20-cent profit here, over the course of a couple of days is solid. That's how you grow out a small account. You're minimizing your risk, you're maximizing your reward. It's all about high probability setups, and that's exactly what CLF was. Flip over here to a daily chart so you could just see the outline of this a little bit better. Obviously, tons and tons and tons of selling here. Is holding up the higher levels, just like I discussed at 450, held up above 460, 450 up above 460s. So, yeah, we're putting in higher lows from April. Didn't hold this $5 low. That was kind of ideal that I wanted to see. I thought the $5, 502 was going to be the bottom, and then we're going to start bouncing from there. Ultimately, we had that one red day, then basically a little hammer candle, and then finally a little bit of a reversal. I'm still expecting, that 50-day moving average to get tested. Just as you see, previous chart histories, what I always talk about, what's so important, this does have a history of getting tested, both as support and resistance. So, we could see a move there, and then, I'll watch it very closely around the 50-day moving average if we could spike above, or if it's going to hold up as a resistance. But, in terms of this first little bounce, very textbook, extremely oversold on the 30-minute, big pullback on the daily. Overall, this thing has been in a really nice uptrend, holding up higher lows from all of April. So that's why I decided to take my position. Really was only risking, maybe 10 cents, if that much. I was more so looking for 530s here, so this wasn't a perfect trade, but, you don't need to be perfect in trading. That's the most important thing that you guys need to understand is you don't need to be perfect. A perfect trade would be buying right in here and not at $5, so this is not a perfect trade. I could have got in 20 cents lower than what I really did, but again, in trading, you do not have to be perfect. That's something everybody really, really needs to understand. It's something that I love to edify. Perfection is not what you chase. You're just chasing high probability trade setups. And that's exactly what CLF was, and that's why I walked out of here with a $700 gain. Woke up this morning, on this first spike right here and got out and took my $700 and moved on.